Okay, we're recording. Hi, everyone. I am Danielle Pfeiffer, Regional Vice President and Independent Consultant with Arbonne. Tonight is Wednesday, April 25th, and we are back from GTC 2018. So our plan for tonight is to go over some of our takeaways, some of the things that we absolutely enjoyed about GTC to help people that didn't get a chance to be there, and also to give people that had a chance to watch virtually the opportunity to share. So I'm going to go in and mute everyone, mute all. Okay, so now we're muted. Without further ado, if anyone is ready to share, please feel free to unmute and just share like one or two or major takeaways or a theme maybe you felt as a takeaway was an encompassing theme, or maybe it's just something specific to one thing you've heard. So feel free to jump in and go ahead and share. I'll start and then feel free to jump in. My first training was part of the VP training where Linda Parker said a couple really great one-liners. Not Linda Parker, Beth Lomas. Without the test, there is no testimony. Oh, I love that. I love that. Without the test, there is no testimony. No one is equipped to build this business when they start. Greatest enemy is your inner me. And her last, she just threw out these one-liners one after another, is while you're waiting for the blessing, be the blessing. I love that one. Your blessing will come. Go out and bless others. Is anyone else ready to jump on and share a takeaway?
I'll go, Danielle, but I'm going to wait another minute because I know if we wait, somebody's going to hop on.
Okay. Go ahead.
Me, or was there somebody else?
You, Marie.
Okay. Dana, I see you grinning. You looked like you had something to say. Were you going to go or no?
I feel like I should just call on you. Like, I feel it would be easier to just say your name.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I can hear you.
Go.
Okay.
Well, I know you guys are chomping at the bit. I know you guys.
Well, besides Danielle's awesome dance moves, what I also sort of took away was, I guess, just the overwhelming feeling of just belief and excitement. And I was thinking about it today, like, you know, what I would really want to share. And it was so overwhelming and emotional actually being there and feeling the energy and the excitement. And that really my kids are yelling in the background if you can hear them. Just really sort of spurred me on that, you know, yes, this is attainable and yes, this is doable. And seeing so many speakers from the field getting up and sharing their stories and what they've been through. And yeah, they started out just like us. And I think my favorite thing ever was I heard it from several people. Your mouth is your office, so keep it open. So I think those were probably my biggest things, and just the chance to get to know so many really, really great, incredible people and just kind of float along in the culture of Arbonne. So that's what I took away a lot of.
Okay, now I'll go. And then I know there'll probably be somebody next. So for me, GTC like this year, so this was my 9th GTC. And I just want you to know that no matter how many times you go, you benefit from it and you learn something new and you hear things and see different things at different times in your businesses and at different ways. So I just think that's so cool because I'm sure that each one of you had like an aha moment, and like, so did I. Like, and for me, it was like literally within the last 10 minutes of the entire weekend. And during the end, like very end, when Miranda Burcham was like wrapping it up and everything, was when like all the different little pieces that had been speaking to me like just came full swing and like hit me upside the head and slapped me inside the face. And it was like literally like this God moment where it was all just like, oh my gosh, like I get it, I got it. And what that was for me, and I want to share it because it's my personal thing, but I know that that many other people are in the same boat. And this is especially for those who have kids, or even if you don't have your own, there's people watching you that you influence. So for me, I went into GTC looking for, knowing I needed to grow my vision, or knowing that I was lacking in my vision and like my real next big why, and vision of growth. And in fact, that's my word of the year, is growth, for many different areas in my life. So what hit me kind of at the end and came together from all the different pieces I heard was, for me personally, like for me to get to regional vice president was, for me personally, a humongous deal for a couple of reasons, a lot of reasons. But one is, I hadn't seen anybody do it in a really long time. Nobody on our team had done it in a long time. So it almost felt unattainable, like the surreal, like thing up here, like, could I really do it? And a lot of that was really the belief in myself. I started when I was so young and had no business experience, no confidence in myself, no idea how to do business, like any of that. So the fact that I learned that and like was able to learn that and transform into a confident, successful businesswoman was huge. And RVP was to us originally like that amazing, like, oh my gosh, if we ever do that, that'll be amazing. So I got there. I promise I'm almost done because I know other people want to share. I got there and it was amazing. It's been amazing. And I had to pull back and kind of rest for a couple of years for health reasons and stuff, and kind of just maintain and all of that. And so I've been working at trying to get like that next push, that next thing. And what hit me at that end was realizing that my 3 kids, I started Arbonne right before I had kids. So my oldest son watched my journey to RVP. He watched, and he was old enough to see us struggle, see us fail, see us work to get there, and what a big achievement that was. But my 2 daughters, they were 2 and 6 months. So they have always only known Mercedes-Benz life. They have always only known Arbonne life. They've always known, like, we did it life. And I just got this overwhelming sense of responsibility to show specifically my girls the push, the grit, the drive, the hard work, the value of setting a big goal. And so, like, we had a family meeting last night and we sat down, we told them our goals of going MVP. So it's not about the title to me at all, except for what it shows. And it shows that we're going to accomplish something together. And it's a family thing where they're picking up extra chores around their house because they know I'm going to be out. And it's a thing that we're able to involve them in. And the reason I wanted to share that with you guys is because I know that those of us who have kids, struggle with that mom guilt of leaving them to go do a party, go do a one-on-one, go to GTC. But I want you to understand, because I saw the value, I've seen the skills and the things that it instilled in my son, and I want that same thing for my daughters and for my son, even at another level. Now that he's 10 and a half, he's involved and understands even more at a deeper level now, to see like, okay, we're way back here and this is where we're going to go, and it's going to be hard and we're going to push and we're going to do it. We're going to help others and let them be a part of that and see creating that and pushing to work to make that success. And the skills, the lifelong skills that's going to instill in them, for me, it just like started, like put new blood in my body, like new fresh vision of what I need to do for my family, for my kids, for our team. So fasten your seatbelts because we're well on our way. Like just even what's happened in the last few days off of that excitement and motivation is already exciting. So I will stop now because we all know once you get going on Arbonne like that, you could talk forever. So I'm still working on articulating and putting into words what I felt and experienced and see. So thank you for letting me practice that on you. So who else is next? I know that other people have exciting things to share.
I'll go. Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Okay. So my favorite part was Carlita's room. Of course, it's always Carlita. She always gets me, and her joke about like her advice is like a throat punch, but it really is. So I will piggyback about what Dana said. The culture of Arbonne is phenomenal, and it's just oh my gosh, there's nothing like seeing that many people that believe in you. Is just, there's nothing like it in the world. But Carlita, when she was talking about her family and how old her kids were when she started, and that's a big thing for me, Marie, is like just how, you know, you have to rearrange your life to make this a priority. And when Carlita said, she was like, it's always going to be inconvenient for your family and it's always going to be hard. So you can do it really fast or you can do it really slow, and everybody's journey is different. But if you're ready to go, why not? Because it's not going to be convenient. And if you're waiting for it to be convenient, then you're wrong, and that you're just basically afraid of hard work. And I really got that. And I really got that when she said, you guys should be blowing my doors off. Like, I shouldn't hold these records. You guys have so many tools. And they're like, you know, people are writing money orders and mailing in orders. I can't even wrap my head around that. And just how much I take for granted and how hard I don't work and how many lives I could impact. So I definitely ate a lot of humble pie at GTC, and I am so excited and so ready. And so, oh my gosh. And if you haven't watched Miranda Burcham's speech or performance, I mean, it'll take you to the next level. So that was my favorite part.
I have a couple I'll share if nobody wants to go next. Can you guys hear me okay? Danielle, I see you. So, okay. So a couple things that really resonated with me, and Steph and I are totally on the same wavelength for this, is we heard Debbie Neal say, it's time. Like, it is time to take control, literally be limitless. There's nothing holding you back. And then, you know, the cherry on the sundae with that was Mel Robbins, and how she literally threw herself on the floor, pounding the floor, saying, you guys, listen to these things, these lies that you're telling yourself. You're not good enough. You're not smart enough. You're lazy. You know, you don't have time, whatever excuses that you're making that are holding you back from all of your goals and all these things that you want. You listen to those things. Stop doing that. So that really was like, holy smokes. Like, that was the shake of my shoulders for me. That was like, stop. Like, why am I doing that? That's not serving me in any way. That's not serving anyone else. And also, of course, Miranda Burcham, and just this whole, your family is watching you. And now that, you know, of course, everybody says, well, this time with GTC, it's going to be different. And, you know, now coming in and going to GTC engaged, and we have family plans next year, you do have people watching you. I have my unborn children that are watching me right now, and that are going to be coming to life in my Arbonne journey. And how dare me let them experience anything but an amazing, amazing life that I'm going to be setting up for them. So that was kind of what hit home for me. So that's it. I hope someone benefited from that didn't go to GTC, and next year you will be with us. So I'm so excited.
Hi, I guess I'm going to follow Kaylee, even though I'm kind of crying. Following Kaylee and then Stephanie, it's all about my children for me, and I'm like shaking just remembering GTC and reliving the whole thing, sitting up in Carlita's room and like literally talking to her about how I can change my life and my family's life and doing this for my children. So that's really what I took away. And of course, watching Miranda Burcham bring her children on stage, it was just really amazing to show us like how to become true leaders. And I'm really excited for where we're about to go. That's all I got, because I'm trying not to cry and shake, and I'm washing dishes. So I miss you all.
Hey guys, can you hear me? Awesome. I'm here with my best friend who's working out, listening to this. She's like, Jessica, you better share something. Come on. So we just got our kids to bed with a little sleep spray. Shh, you all know what that's about. But I wanted to hop on really quick because I can't even really express in a quick minute what GTC was for me. It really was like my first time going, even though it was number 5. But I think one of the things that it's such a simple concept, but Miranda shared that we really need to treat our business like a baby, and you need to feed it, and you need to nurture it, and you need to do this every day. And I see this sometimes myself, like right now I'm on vacation seeing somebody I haven't really had face-to-face time with in like 3 years. So tonight would have been a perfect night to just chill. But I know it's like the thing that I need to do, which is to feed my business. And I think that it's such a simple concept, but so easy for many of us to push it to the side. So for me, that was just one of my favorite take homes that I think doesn't matter where you are, whether it's day 2 or you're 4 years in, remembering to treat it like a business and you'll get paid like a business. And then I think the other thing is just, if you can't be at GTC, you weren't there this year, forgive yourself, it's okay. But next year, be there. You can't experience the energy through the virtual system. It's amazing, yes, but it's not the same. So I just recommend everybody get your tukuses in Vegas with us next year, because there's going to be a lot of big stuff happening, and you're not going to want to miss it. That's it, guys.
Okay, I will share. And my takeaway actually ironically happened when I walked in the door after GTC, and my hair was still done up from the white party because, and we jumped on the plane, and the first thing that my son said to me is he said, "Wow, Mom, you look different." And something hit, because this GTC was the best for me. This is my third. And I realized everyone says belief has a sound, but belief has a look as well. And when you think about the women and men that walked across that stage, Debbie Neal, when she walks, she's going somewhere. She holds herself different. And it struck me that belief has a look, and the way that we carry ourselves, other people see. And then the next day, I was talking to a guy that I work with, and he said, "Why are you not tired?" I mean, he was hungover, and he looked worse than I did, and I had taken the red eye. And we were just talking about everything, and he says, "Man, you're going to have to, you're going to be leaving teaching, and you're going to have to," I said, "I'm going to be making decisions soon. You're right." But just from taking that, and that was all from how I carried myself. And I think that being at GTC filled me up, and there were so many things that I learned for my business, but personally, that I realized that I'm a different person from last week this time, and we are going to continue to grow. And I think it's just encouraging to know that we can carry ourselves and talk with confidence, and people are so thirsty for that, and they're looking for somebody who has something different, so we get to be that light.
Okay, hi there, it's Anna. I'd like to share. So yeah, for me, I definitely really realized how, you guys can hear me okay? Yeah, Kim, you can hear me okay? Okay. Yeah, what I realized was that this was going to be a growth journey. It's going to be a growth journey, spiritually, mentally, physically, every which way that I don't even know of yet, but it's going to be a growth journey, And so the last few days, I told Deanna, I was like, "Deanna, I'm like nauseous, like to the point of like, I'm so scared. Like I'm at the edge of the cliff with a bungee cord." And I'm like, "Okay, just one more step, just do it. And I'm just like, no. I'm so scared, But I'm like, okay, so everything that I thought of that I knew I needed to do for the business, I'm like, okay, just do it. Just figure it out and just do it. So I had a lot of firsts this week already, and it kind of gets easier, I would say, but I'm glad I did it. So more like that 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, just do it. So that was really good. I feel like I'm growing, and it's so much more to come for sure. So thank you. You guys really made it an awesome experience too. So I really appreciate it.
I know that I already spoke, but I just thought of something else. I want to say that going to GTC has changed me in the way that I can lead my team, because I never experienced something like that. I mean, I saw the Arbonne culture when we go to meetings and jump on here and do things like that, but seeing 15,000 other like-minded people, I'm able to come back to my team and show them like what the difference can be actually experiencing something like that. And I can explain more and be able to throw in more belief than I did a week ago. That's it.
Okay, so I have one thing to say. First of all, I, as many of you know, was in Vegas for a grand total of 30 hours over the weekend. I left Friday night and for Vegas, and I left Vegas on Sunday morning, and it was a big deal for me to even get there. There were a lot of things in the way of me going to GTC this year, and they all happened very close to GTC, but I got there. And the entire time I was there, it was just surreal. I was just thinking, like, somebody pinched me. I think I actually asked Danielle to slap me, because she did slap me at one point. And I think that's because I asked her to. But it was incredible. And I'm so glad that I went, and I just can't even describe it. It was incredible, and that white party was super fun, and I'm going to go again next year as a regional vice president. So, and I'm going to have a bunch of friends with me as regional vice presidents too. So it was really inspiring, and I'm glad I went. That's all.
Hi, everybody. I was on the virtual link, and that was absolutely amazing. Sorry I couldn't jump on earlier. I have two kids trying to get out the door with their dad for a camping trip, and they're very, very excited. So I'm trying to juggle a lot of things, but I really wanted to jump on and just say to you that being on the virtual link was just awesome, because for the first time ever, I got to see the whole of GTC, and my God, did I soak up every single bit of it. But there is nothing like being there to get the energy from the room. So that bit I missed, and I felt I missed it. So look out, girls, I'm coming to join you next year, that's for sure. There was so much. Oh my goodness, I have listened to some of the trainings over again. Laura Murphy was amazing on this social branding, and she just gave some really smart tips, like don't just like posts, comment on them. I've had Stuart Armfield, Ian Pritchard, Debbie Neal all commenting back to me. I'm like, what? This is amazing. I haven't posted a thing on my Instagram since last weekend, and I haven't lost any followers. And you know the way Instagram is so fickle, you have to keep liking and loving everybody to keep it growing. I haven't done a thing in like 3-4 days, and I'm growing my followers instead of losing them just by using stories. So they were great tips. Miranda Bircham blew me away completely and utterly. Put on a show for your kids and walk the walk. That just rang alarm bells for me, because my two girls watch absolutely everything I do, and you are putting on a show for them. Like we as mothers, we're teaching them the whole time, and this is just one other lesson you're showing them of determination and grit.